Bonjour. I'm Dawn Rogers. I'm an artist and I'm obsessed with French interior and art. Of course, art. But this is the thing. I posted earlier about things I love and things I don't love about my studio apartment in Houston, Texas. I live in Montrose, with a very artsy community, which I adore. Can I say I just love it here? But the favorite thing about my apartment is, and I am the only apartment in my building that has this, is I have a private, I would say, I didn't need to go and measure it, but I would say it's like 16 by 16. I'm going to have to measure it. Maybe it's larger. In fact, after this video, I'm going to go and measure it. But it's a brick floor courtyard and it's wood gate, very private. It's only for me. The gate locks, so you can't get in unless I have the gate unlocked, and then you can knock on my door to get into my apartment, which for me is very safe. And I just love the courtyard because I can go outside on a beautiful day like today. I can have lunch in my little bistro. My dog can run around, and it's very private. Nobody bothers me. I can look at my beautiful plants. Now, my courtyard, I'm just starting this spring. So a lot of my plants are just getting started. My climbing rose and other plants that I showed them in the previous video in my courtyard are just getting started. So it's not full on bloom, okay? And because I'm frugal with some things, okay? Everybody picks things that they like to spend money on and things they don't really like to spend money on. Okay, so with plants, I like to start with starter plants. Like some of the mini roses, yeah, they were in full bloom at a reasonable price. They were like 5 something a piece at Walmart. And one friend gave me one. And actually, that same friend gave me a couple of plants. But one was a flower, like a bulb, and it's died out. So, but the courtyard, I'm the only one that has the courtyard because the other apartments just are studio apartments and that's it. They have a shared courtyard. But I find when you have a shared courtyard, nobody goes out there. Maybe a little bit, but just the fact that, I mean, if you have to get along with all these people out here, like it's shared, okay? You can't really do anything on your own. My courtyard, I plant what I want. I put my little bistro. It's mine. It's just mine. So I love that fact. And almost everybody that comes here, the minute they walk through my gate, this is the comment. What a cute little courtyard. And of course, once they come in my apartment, they said, "Oh, this is such a cute place. You decorated it so cute." And I was like, "Thanks, but I'm just getting started. I'm not even close to finishing because I started with absolutely nothing. The furniture was the Airbnbs, which now I'm a long-term renter. But so a lot of people comment, "Well, how'd you do that?" And I said, "Well, because a lot of times people find it hard to find a place to rent, maybe their credit's bad, maybe like in Paris you can't find an apartment if you're American because mostly they just rent to French." But what I did with this apartment is this. I rented this as an Airbnb for a year, but 6 months increments, 6 months, and then I extended 6 months. After that year, I knew I wanted to stay because the lovely people, it's an artsy community. I just love the courtyard aspect because it really extends the studio space greatly when you have an outdoor space. And it's big. It's a pretty big courtyard. It's not like a balcony where you only have a little tiny space. It's a good sized courtyard. So I just asked him, "Hey, is there any way I could rent this long term for year increments?" And he said, "Sure." And then he went down on the rent. Of course, the rent that I was paying on Airbnb, they charged the Airbnb host, I think like 300 or something. So of course he got me through Airbnb. But hey, it's great and it includes everything. So he has it set up just like that. I don't have to put anything in my name. I don't have to put deposits. I don't have to pay a pet deposit. None of that. So it was so easy for me, and I loved it here. And so once I pay my rent, which here in Houston I pay 1,400, but that includes my studio, gas, electric. I have Wi-Fi. I have a giant TV. So the TV, the Wi-Fi, garbage, what did I else? I don't know. It includes absolutely everything. So once I pay my rent, I'm done. I'm not paying $1,400 and paying a gas bill, electric bill, a water bill, Wi-Fi. I'm not paying all that stuff. Once I pay it, I'm done, which I really like. So I don't have to worry about, oh, what's my electric bill going to be this month? What's the gas bill going to be? Like, I like the fact that it's just all in one and done. So I like that, and that's why I decided to stay in Houston. And previously, I was planning on moving to Italy. And Italy sounds amazing. There's a large expenses. Even though housing and the place is beautiful, I decided to travel and stay here instead. Try to take a picture.